Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, Chris here, and I want to talk to you today about 3 tips to help get your fret hand fingers, which for most people is your left hand, used to playing the guitar. So, for those of you who know, I frequently answer questions with questions. The reason I don't mean to be annoying by that. I mean to get to really the concise point of your question. So I want you to ask me questions in the comments below. But let's talk about these 3 tips, okay? First of all, is going to be the number 1. It's going to be very obvious, is to play guitar, okay? Just play. Your fingers will get used to it. Now, the trick is, how long should you play guitar? You play guitar until either you're bored, you don't want to play guitar anymore, or your fingers are hurting too bad and you're like, I'm not going to be able to play guitar tomorrow if I continue right now, okay? Then you need to stop, okay? The biggest thing is consistency. You need to have a few minutes every day on the guitar to really get your calluses built up. So, number 1 is to play the guitar, and then with those couple little details, okay? Number 2 would be then maybe play scales, okay? Playing scales allows each finger to get a little bit of work. I'm going to give you, instead of teaching you a scale right now, which you can learn infinite on the Google, just take your first finger and put it on the 5th fret of the 5th string, okay, of the A string. So this is a D, there's a D note. And you play this right here. And I would just play that note. But lift your finger off, repress. This is for the very beginner guitarist, but this is also really good work for an advanced guitarist. Just to lift your finger off. Try not to lift it off. You know, I did that for example purposes of lifting way off, but just lift it off just a little bit and then replace it in the perfect place, right at the top of the fret, okay, right there. Do that. Now I would like you to overpress, okay? So this is a big part of tip number 2, is to overpress. Press harder than you need to press. Do that a few times, okay? If you want to change notes, go up or down the neck, choose a different string. Do the same thing with every single finger. And do that for, that's easily 5 minutes. If you do that for 5 minutes a day, every single day, for 30 days, there you go. Your fingers are getting tougher, okay? So you got play guitar. There's a specific exercise to help you. And then next, once you get this, as you've done exercise, number 2, but exercise number 1, as you've done that, you might consider doing a little bit of slide work, okay? Now, this isn't sliding within music to try to make it musical. It's specifically to toughen up the tips of your fingers. We'll take that D note again, the 5th string, 5th fret. You're going to play that note. Doesn't matter what you play it with here. And you just slide. Keep it pressed down until you basically fret out, okay? Well, you basically have to lift because you have no more reach or whatever. You can go down in pitch too, okay? But you're going to see really quickly, as a beginner guitarist especially, that is going to start, you're going to feel that immediately. So you might not want to do that a zillion times. Do it a few times. After you've done this work, just an individual note, and working and overpressing, then do a few where you do the slide up, slide down, and basically I'm just pressing, and then I'm holding that down and sliding. It might help you to actually lift your thumb a little bit. Don't keep your thumb with the same amount of pressure on the back. Yeah, so there we go. I'm not looking for this, not beautiful music, specifically to toughen up your fingers and get them so that you can play guitar more, which is the whole idea, right? So number 1 was play guitar more. Number 2 is to do scales or that specific exercise I gave you. And number 3 would be to add on the slides. With flamenco guitar, we don't bend the strings so much. If you're watching this and you're an electric guitarist, you can add, instead of the slides or besides the slides, you can add bends, which increases the tension on the string, and it'll increase the amount of pressure on your finger pads, and that will toughen them up faster. You're basically like you're weightlifting and you're putting more weight on the bar. So it's going to get you stronger, okay? But it's going to make you more sore. If you do this more than you're already playing, I wouldn't recommend that. It would be something additional, or forsake playing guitar, which I don't recommend that. Play guitar first. Just get more time on the guitar. Recognize that your fingers have to adapt, and it depends on you too. Some people build calluses really quickly, other people it takes longer. I wouldn't worry about, there's people that do weird like non-guitar things to their finger pads to try to make them tougher. I wouldn't do that. Just play more guitar and recognize that it's going to take a while, but it's the consistency every day. If you do this type of work every day for 30 days, it's gonna pay dividends for you. All right, that's it. My 3 tips to get your fret hand fingers a little tougher, and to know that that's just going to take a little bit of time, okay? Be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Guitar playing, flamenco guitar playing is well worth it. You have a lifetime of great music ahead of you. So put in that work. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I do ask that you please subscribe and hit the notifications button if you like this video and you want to see more videos. Let me know what questions you have so I can put that on the list of videos so I can answer your questions, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day. Great guitar playing, okay? Bye-bye.